So let me ask you something. What would you do if you spent over 15 grand on a dream vacation only to show up and realize you were in the middle of a nightmare? Unsafe neighborhood, no real beach, and no easy solutions. Would you freak out? Would you freeze? Or would you do what successful entrepreneurs do? Act. Because here's the truth. In business and in life, shit is going to go wrong. Business plans last for a day. Things are not going to work out exactly as you hope. Deals are going to fall apart. Markets are going to crash. Employees are going to quit. Vendors will screw you. Your best customer is going to leave. And when this happens, the worst thing you can do is sit and whine and do nothing. I got to tell you about my recent trip to Costa Rica. I found myself and my wife Donna and two other couples in an absolute nightmare. Now I'm going to share how we turned this disaster into an incredible experience using the same 3 steps I teach entrepreneurs to use when shit hits the fan in their business. So about a year ago, Donna and I and 2 other couples were at an amazing charity event. They were auctioning off an incredible Costa Rica vacation. When they put this up on the screen, it was unbelievable. The photos were great, gorgeous private home, said gated community, minutes from the beach. It all sounded incredible. So the 3 of us all pitched in, made a huge donation. We were super excited. We land in Costa Rica and we drive to the villa, and immediately something feels off. One of my buddies got out of the van and said, "What have we done?" We were not in some kind of luxury community. We were in the middle of a rough-looking area. Homes were barred, no security. Our home was actually next to a cemetery. So when they said gated community, it wasn't a gated community. There was a gate at the front door. Not only the front door, there was a gate to get into the place, bars on the doors, bars on the windows. The ocean view was a cow farm. And these are real pictures. The beach was a mud pit, and the pool, I thought that was a koi pond, and the real pool was in the back. It didn't take long for us to realize we were screwed, and we had to make a decision fast. Do we just accept this disaster? Do we suffer through it? Or do we do what winners do, great entrepreneurs do, take control of the situation and fix it? First, we had to get real. No complaining. We knew this wasn't going to work. No emotions, just the facts. We realized we weren't in a safe neighborhood. There were no taxis like they promised. There was no walkable downtown. The beach was a swamp, and there was no way we were spending 6 nights here. If you're running a business, this is what you have to do in business when hits the fan. No panicking, no sugarcoating, face the brutal reality. What's actually happening? What are the facts? Because if you don't see things clearly, you can't fix them. Next, we looked for options. We asked a bunch of questions. The first was obvious. We got to find another place to stay. But guess what? In Costa Rica, in the busy season, every resort was booked. The easy answer wasn't there. Went online, looked for all the different travel sites. But what do? We didn't accept that they were sold out. We called every resort we could. Finally found one that had an opening. And we pushed until we found a place that would accept 3 couples. Same thing in business. When things fall apart, there's always a move. But only if you dig deep, you hustle, you get real, and you get creative. We found an amazing place, but now we had to get there. No taxis, no Uber, no easy way to go 20 miles to paradise. Did we stop? We called 14 hotels. We called 19 different taxi companies until we found one that would actually pick us up and take us to the new resort. Then we packed up our and got out of that hellhole. And within hours, we were at one of the most amazing resorts in Costa Rica, living an incredible dream. The same vacation that started as an absolute disaster ended up being one of the best trips of our lives because we didn't settle. So right now, I'm actually walking on the beach 4 days from the beginning of our nightmare. We took action. This is the entrepreneur mindset in action. You don't sit there whining. You don't freeze. You don't accept bad situations. You act. Make a damn move. Act decisively, no hesitation. 90% right and on time is better than 100% right and late. This is how you win as an entrepreneur and life, because I promise you, no matter how successful you get, there will be times when everything falls apart. You'll get blindsided. You'll feel trapped. You'll have to make impossible decisions. And in those moments, the people who act are the ones who actually make it through. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you find yourself in a tough spot, whether in business or life, remember this. You have 2 choices. You can sit there and complain and groan, let the situation control you, or you can act. A, assess the situation. C, consider all your options, ask great questions. And T, take action immediately, decisively, powerfully. If you're an entrepreneur and you're running a company, you already know that a business plan is good for a day. It doesn't last. You're constantly facing situations where you need to pivot to win. Winners in life and winners in business don't wait for things to get better. They take action. Make a difference, because sitting there and whining and moaning, whether you're struggling with cash flow or sales or your employees, we gotta make changes. The old saying that if nothing changes is right on.